Welcome, fellow adventurers, to a voyage that transcends time and takes us deep into the heart of Australia's rich and enigmatic past. I'm thrilled to be your guide on this captivating journey as we uncover the secrets held by the ancient artifacts that lie beneath the surface. In this exploration, we'll traverse the rugged terrains, delve into mystical caverns, and decipher stories etched in stone and bone, all in the pursuit of understanding the remarkable tapestry of Australia's prehistoric heritage. From the sacred to the practical, these artifacts offer us a tangible connection to the ancestors who once walked these lands. Each object holds a story, a fragment of the past that whispers tales of survival, innovation, and creativity. Together, these remnants form a mosaic of cultures that have flourished across this ancient continent for thousands of years. As we embark on this expedition, keep in mind that every artifact we encounter is a piece of a larger puzzle. Through meticulous excavation, careful analysis, and relentless research, the dedicated minds of archaeologists have tirelessly worked to bring us closer to the truths hidden beneath the Earth's surface. From the earliest days of indigenous cultures shaping their tools to modern researchers using cutting-edge technology, the passion for uncovering the past has remained unyielding. The discoveries made across Australia remind us that the past is not lost, it's waiting patiently to be rediscovered, to share its stories with those who are willing to listen. Through this series, we'll be immersing ourselves in the world of Australia's ancient archaeological treasures. We'll stand in awe before towering rock formations adorned with intricate art, and we'll marvel at the ingenuity that allowed ancient societies to thrive in harmony with their surroundings. Join us as we journey into the past, unearthing wisdom from antiquity and embracing the spirit of curiosity that drives us to explore the mysteries of yesteryears. So, with hearts open and minds eager, let's embark on an adventure like no other, a voyage that bridges the gap between past and present, connecting us to the roots of this wondrous land. Our quest to understand the archaeological treasures of Australia begins now. Stay with us as we dive deeper into the awe-inspiring world of Australia's ancient archaeological treasures. Aboriginal culture, rooted in the vast and ancient landscapes of Australia, holds a deep reverence for the spiritual connection between the land, its inhabitants, and their ancestral heritage. Central to this culture is the concept of the Dreamtime, a time beyond time in which creation stories, cultural practices, and spiritual beliefs intertwine. This profound connection is vividly expressed through Aboriginal artifacts, each bearing a unique significance that resonates with the Dreamtime and the ongoing cultural traditions. Aboriginal artifacts are not just physical objects, they are conduits of history, spirituality, and artistic expression. These artifacts encompass a wide range of forms, from intricately painted boomerangs and spears to intricately woven baskets and ceremonial body adornments. Every piece holds within it the essence of its creator's identity and ancestral lineage. One of the most iconic forms of Aboriginal artifacts is rock art, found in numerous locations across Australia. These ancient paintings and engravings, created over tens of thousands of years, depict stories of creation, mythology, and daily life. The rock art serves as a tangible connection to the Dreamtime, illustrating the beliefs and cultural practices that have endured through generations. The art often features symbols and motifs that are rich in meaning, conveying messages about the land, animals, ancestors, and spirits that inhabit the Aboriginal worldview. Ceremonial objects play a pivotal role in Aboriginal rituals and ceremonies, which are deeply ingrained in the Dreamtime narrative. Traditional dance, song, and storytelling are interwoven into these events, with artifacts such as clapsticks, didgeridoos, and carved message sticks being used as tools to convey messages and invoke the presence of ancestral spirits. These artifacts carry the energy and history of countless ceremonies, linking past and present in a continuous cycle of cultural expression. The spiritual significance of Aboriginal artifacts is intertwined with their creation and use. Often, the process of crafting these objects involves a deep spiritual connection to the Dreamtime and the land. Indigenous artisans infuse their pieces with stories and symbols that reflect their understanding of the Dreamtime's mysteries. The act of creation becomes a spiritual journey, embodying the continuity of their cultural heritage. The preservation and passing down of these artifacts hold paramount importance within Aboriginal communities. Elders and custodians of cultural knowledge are responsible for teaching the younger generations about the significance of each artifact, ensuring the continuation of traditions and the preservation of the Dreamtime's essence. In this way, these artifacts serve as bridges between the past, present, and future, reinforcing the timeless nature of the Dreamtime's influence. In recent times, Aboriginal artifacts have gained global recognition as works of art, expanding beyond their cultural context to captivate audiences worldwide. Galleries and museums now showcase these artifacts, raising awareness about the rich and profound cultural heritage they represent. However, it's essential to approach the exhibition and interpretation of these artifacts with respect, understanding, and a recognition of their sacred meaning within the Aboriginal culture. The Dreamtime connection expressed through Aboriginal artifacts serves as a reminder of the deep spiritual and cultural relationship Indigenous peoples share with their land and ancestry. These artifacts are not mere relics but vessels of meaning, carrying the stories, wisdom, and spirituality of a people whose connection to the Dreamtime continues to shape their lives and the way they engage with the world around them. Throughout human history, objects have served as more than mere tools or decorations. They have been powerful vessels of stories, carrying with them the essence of cultures and the echoes of ancient narratives. This phenomenon is particularly evident in Indigenous cultures that hold a deep reverence for the concept of the Dreamtime, where the past, present, and future intertwine in a continuous narrative. Objects, imbued with symbolic significance and spiritual resonance, become conduits for sharing these Dreamtime narratives. In many Indigenous cultures, every object possesses a story, a link to the ancestral spirits and the creation of the world. These artifacts, whether they are intricately carved totems, vibrant paintings, or carefully woven textiles, are repositories of collective memory. They embody the wisdom, struggles, and spiritual insights of generations past, serving as visual and tactile storytellers. The Dreamtime, or its equivalent in various cultures, is a sacred space where the mundane and the supernatural coalesce. Objects from this realm, often passed down through generations, carry narratives of creation, the journeys of mythical beings, and the relationships between humans, nature, and the divine. Each artifact is a thread in the intricate tapestry of these Dreamtime narratives, helping to reinforce cultural identity, transmit values, and teach important lessons. Artifacts not only convey stories but also provide a tangible link to the past. Through touch, sight, and sometimes even sound, individuals can connect with ancestors and their experiences. These objects bridge the temporal gap, fostering a sense of continuity and unity across time. This connection is vital for preserving Indigenous cultures in the face of modernization and globalization, as it reminds communities of their rich heritage and empowers them to continue sharing their stories. As the world embraces diversity and seeks to understand the complexities of Indigenous wisdom, recognizing artifacts as storytellers becomes crucial. Beyond their aesthetic appeal, these objects hold deep cultural significance and are vessels of knowledge that continue to enrich our understanding of humanity's shared history. By appreciating artifacts as conduits of Dreamtime narratives, we can foster respect for Indigenous cultures and learn from their holistic worldview, embracing the profound interconnection between objects, stories, and the enduring human spirit. Cultural continuity is a concept of paramount importance, especially in the context of modern Aboriginal communities around the world. It embodies the idea of maintaining a seamless connection between the present and the past, enabling these communities to preserve their rich heritage, values, traditions, and way of life. This link is not merely about nostalgia or historical preservation. It's about acknowledging the deep-rooted identity and wisdom that have sustained Aboriginal cultures for generations. Aboriginal communities have a profound relationship with their ancestral lands, traditions, languages, and spirituality. For many Indigenous peoples, their culture is intricately interwoven with the land, as it has provided them with sustenance, shelter, and a spiritual connection for countless years. This sense of place is not just a physical location, but a living entity that carries the stories of their ancestors and the teachings of their elders. Modern Aboriginal communities recognize that their past is not something confined to history books, but a living entity that informs their present and shapes their future. Cultural continuity involves passing down oral histories, songs, dances, and rituals from one generation to another. This transfer of knowledge isn't just about the transmission of information, it's about instilling a deep sense of identity, belonging, and responsibility to preserve their heritage. Language is another integral part of this continuity. Indigenous languages are often repositories of traditional knowledge, ecological insights, and cultural nuances that can't be fully translated into other languages. Unfortunately, many Aboriginal languages are on the brink of extinction due to the forces of colonialism, globalization, and modernization. Revitalizing these languages is a crucial aspect of maintaining cultural continuity, as it enables the transmission of cultural values and insights that might otherwise be lost. Moreover, cultural continuity is not a stagnant process, it's adaptive and evolving. Modern Aboriginal communities must navigate the challenges of the contemporary world while holding onto their cultural essence. This can involve integrating traditional practices with contemporary innovations, allowing cultural expressions to evolve without losing their core significance. Cultural continuity is also about resilience and healing. Many Aboriginal communities have faced historical trauma due to colonization, displacement, and marginalization. By reconnecting with their ancestral traditions and teachings, these communities can find strength and healing, reclaiming a sense of agency and pride in their identity. Efforts to ensure cultural continuity vary among different Aboriginal communities and regions. Collaborations between elders, community members, scholars, and artists play a pivotal role in these endeavors. This might involve establishing cultural centers, organizing workshops, documenting oral histories, and creating art that captures the essence of traditional stories and practices in contemporary forms. In a world where cultures are becoming increasingly interconnected and globalized, the concept of cultural continuity for modern Aboriginal communities serves as a reminder of the uniqueness and diversity that enriches humanity. It emphasizes the importance of recognizing and respecting the wisdom embedded in traditional ways of life and integrating them into the broader tapestry of human experience. By maintaining this link between the past and the present, Aboriginal communities not only preserve their heritage but contribute to the vitality and diversity of our collective human culture. Artifacts serve as timeless witnesses to the history of human existence, offering invaluable insights into the daily lives and survival strategies of past civilizations. These tools of tradition hold a mirror to the challenges, innovations, and cultural dynamics that shape societies across epochs. From the crude stone tools of early hunter-gatherers to the intricate pottery and jewelry of ancient civilizations, artifacts embody the resourcefulness and creativity of humanity. Each artifact encapsulates not only practical functions but also the intangible narratives of social interactions, economic systems, and technological advancements. Survival was the cornerstone of ancient societies, and artifacts, whether weapons for protection or agricultural implements for sustenance, reveal the tenacity with which our ancestors adapted to changing environments. Beyond mere functionality, artifacts often bear symbols and designs that hold religious, symbolic, or ritualistic significance, offering glimpses into belief systems and communal values. Studying these relics provides a link between the past and present, enhancing our understanding of the human journey. Artifacts enable us to construct a more comprehensive narrative of history, one that acknowledges the commonalities and diversities of human experience. As we examine these tools of tradition, we bridge the gap between bygone eras and modern life, cultivating a deep appreciation for the ingenuity that allowed civilizations to flourish against the backdrop of their times. Rock art serves as captivating time machines, offering glimpses into the enigmatic rituals and beliefs of ancient civilizations. These ancient depictions, etched onto stone canvases by our ancestors, are portals that transport us across millennia, granting access to the intangible realms of their spiritual practices and cultural narratives. These artistic expressions are not mere decorations, they are windows into the minds of those who lived in eras long past. Through intricate strokes and careful carving, these artisans captured their perceptions of the world around them, their reverence for the supernatural, and their connections to the cosmos. The petroglyphs, pictographs, and engraved symbols unveil intricate stories of creation, mythology, and sacred rites. By deciphering the language of these silent witnesses, archaeologists and historians unveil the layers of history that have shaped human societies. As we unravel the enigmas locked within these ancient artworks, we gain insight into the collective psyche of these early cultures. We can imagine the ceremonies and rituals performed in front of these very images, conjuring scenes of communal gatherings under starlit skies, where the terrestrial met the divine. Rock art acts as a bridge between the past and present, inviting us to engage with the spiritual landscapes of those who came before us. These time machines not only contribute to our understanding of our shared human heritage, but also remind us of the boundless creativity and imagination that have shaped our species throughout time. Megafauna Marvels, Insights into Australia's Prehistoric Fauna delves into the captivating world of Australia's ancient giants. This book offers an enthralling journey back in time, exploring the diverse and awe-inspiring megafauna that once roamed the continent. From towering kangaroos and massive wombats to colossal flightless birds and formidable carnivores, readers are transported to a prehistoric landscape teeming with extraordinary creatures. With meticulous research and vivid descriptions, the book unveils the ecological significance of these megafauna, shedding light on their adaptations and interactions with the environment. It also delves into the mysteries surrounding their extinction, discussing theories ranging from climate change to human intervention. Through a combination of engaging narrative and expert analysis, Megafauna Marvels provides a window into Australia's ancient past, fostering a deeper understanding of the intricate web of life that once flourished there. This work serves as a testament to the remarkable biodiversity that has shaped the continent's history and offers a renewed perspective on the importance of conservation and preservation in the modern world. Preserving Australia's archaeological heritage presents a complex tapestry of challenges rooted in the nation's rich history and diverse landscapes. The continent holds traces of indigenous cultures dating back over 65,000 years, as well as more recent colonial and industrial remains. Yet, the encroachment of urbanization, resource extraction, climate change, and even tourism threatens this heritage. One of the foremost challenges is reconciling the preservation of indigenous cultural sites with development pressures. Many sacred sites and artifacts hold deep spiritual significance, demanding careful consideration and consultation with indigenous communities. Additionally, Australia's vast expanses make monitoring and safeguarding remote archaeological sites logistically demanding. Climate change adds another layer of urgency, as rising sea levels and intensified weather patterns threaten coastal heritage sites. Erosion and flooding jeopardize fragile artifacts, necessitating adaptive strategies for protection. Furthermore, balancing the demand for tourism against conservation efforts is a delicate dance. Increased foot traffic can lead to accelerated deterioration, necessitating thoughtful management and visitor education. To address these challenges, interdisciplinary collaboration between archaeologists, indigenous communities, government agencies, and conservationists is imperative. Robust legal frameworks, community engagement, advanced monitoring technology, and sustainable tourism practices can help strike a balance between preserving Australia's archaeological treasures and ensuring their accessibility for future generations. In the realm of Australian archaeology, recent breakthroughs have unveiled fascinating insights into the continent's ancient history and the rich tapestry of its indigenous cultures. Advanced technologies and multidisciplinary approaches have played pivotal roles in these discoveries, reshaping our understanding of human migration, cultural evolution, and environmental adaptation. Excavations at Majbib, a rock shelter in northern Australia, have yielded artifacts and evidence of human occupation dating back over 65,000 years. This pushes the timeline of human presence on the continent much further back than previously thought, challenging existing theories about the peopling of Australia. Furthermore, cutting-edge DNA analysis has enabled researchers to delve into the genetic origins and connections of indigenous populations. This has shed light on ancient migration patterns, interactions between different groups, and adaptations to diverse environments. In underwater archaeology, the exploration of submerged landscapes off Australia's coasts has provided crucial information about the impact of sea level changes on prehistoric settlements. Submerged sites offer a unique window into the past, preserving artifacts and landscapes that were once on dry land. These breakthroughs not only enrich our comprehension of Australia's history but also contribute to global archaeological knowledge. The collaboration between traditional knowledge holders, scientists, and technological innovations underscores the significance of these discoveries, reminding us of the profound stories etched into the land and waters long before modern times. Australia's cultural identity is deeply intertwined with its rich history, and this connection is notably influenced by ancient artifacts. These relics serve as tangible links to the continent's indigenous past, offering insights into the customs, beliefs, and daily lives of its earliest inhabitants. The preservation and study of these artifacts illuminate the diverse cultures that flourished for tens of thousands of years before European colonization. From intricately carved boomerangs to rock art depicting Dreamtime stories, these artifacts reflect the profound spiritual connection indigenous communities have with the land. They underscore the wisdom, creativity, and sophisticated understanding of the environment that sustained these cultures for generations. Furthermore, the recognition of the significance of these artifacts fosters respect and appreciation for Australia's original inhabitants. The resonance of these ancient artifacts is not limited to Indigenous communities alone. They contribute to the broader Australian cultural fabric, prompting discussions about the country's past, present, and future. The artifacts serve as a reminder of the resilience and endurance of the Indigenous people in the face of adversity, contributing to a collective national identity that values diversity and acknowledges the importance of coexistence with the land. As Australia strives for reconciliation and unity, these ancient artifacts continue to shape conversations about heritage, cultural preservation, and the intricate threads that weave together the narrative of a nation. The significance of Aboriginal artifacts in honoring the Dreamtime cannot be understated. The Dreamtime, or the dreaming, forms the foundational spiritual and cultural framework of Australia's Indigenous peoples, serving as a timeless continuum that connects them with their ancestors, the land, and the sacred stories that shape their identity. Aboriginal artifacts stand as tangible links to this profound cosmic narrative, acting as vessels that transmit the wisdom, spirituality, and cultural heritage of the Dreamtime across generations. The creation and use of these artifacts are integral to Aboriginal cultures, serving both functional and symbolic purposes. These artifacts encompass a wide range of objects, from intricate tools and instruments to intricate artworks and ceremonial objects. Each artifact is imbued with meaning, carrying stories of creation, belonging, and connection to the land. Through the artistic depictions on these artifacts, the Dreamtime narratives are visually expressed, allowing individuals to engage with and interpret these ancient tales. Furthermore, these artifacts showcase the remarkable artistic prowess of Aboriginal communities. The intricate designs, patterns, and motifs on tools, implements, and artworks serve as a testament to the depth of Indigenous knowledge, their keen observation of the natural world, and their skillful use of materials. By understanding the aesthetic and technical aspects of these artifacts, we gain insight into the profound relationship Aboriginal peoples share with their environment, drawing inspiration from the land's flora, fauna, and geological formations. The preservation and proper acknowledgement of Aboriginal artifacts are paramount. These artifacts offer invaluable insight into the history, spirituality, and culture of Australia's First Nations. However, they have often been subject to exploitation, theft, and appropriation. It is imperative that these artifacts be treated with the respect they deserve, with efforts made to repatriate items that have been wrongfully taken and to ensure that they are displayed and interpreted in a culturally sensitive manner. In honoring the Dreamtime through Aboriginal artifacts, we not only pay homage to the cultural richness of Australia's Indigenous peoples but also recognize the universal human need to connect with our past, to understand the roots of our existence, and to forge meaningful connections with the world around us. The stories embedded in these artifacts remind us of the enduring power of oral tradition, art, and spirituality in shaping our identities and guiding our paths. In the journey of honoring the Dreamtime through Aboriginal artifacts, we embark on a shared quest to comprehend the profound legacy of Australia's Indigenous cultures. By embracing these artifacts as more than just historical relics but as living conduits of ancient wisdom, we acknowledge the resilience, creativity, and spirituality of Aboriginal communities. It is through this recognition that we can forge a deeper understanding of our collective human story and strive for a future where cultural diversity and mutual respect thrive.